This most underrated, strangely named productivity hack is so powerful for anyone who struggles with procrastination, has a problem choosing what to work on next, feels overwhelmed by their to-do list, has a hard time sticking to a productivity system like time blocking, or gets a lot done but doesn't make any progress on the important stuff. It all started with a story by Mark Twain where he said, if the first thing you do in the morning is to eat a live frog, you'll have the satisfaction of knowing that nothing worse can happen to you that day. And then, more than 100 years later, exactly in 2001, Brain Tracy got inspired by that quote and formulated his own productivity method. Eat that frog. Your frog is your biggest, hardest, most important task. The task that feels a bit heavy. The one that you're most likely to procrastinate on. But it's also the one that could have the biggest positive impact on your life. You identify your most important task and do that first. Then after that's done, you can get on with the other tasks that you have to do. But you might be thinking now, how can I identify this task in the first place? And which is the most important task? And also, one task, I have 1,000 tasks that I need to do on any given day. And you know what? You're right. This is why I'm gonna share with you the complete framework to not only succeed, but to enjoy eating those frogs. Eat That Frog is so powerful for these 5 reasons. It helps you push back on distractions where other people or things distract you, or where you single-handedly distract yourself. And it also promotes deep work habit. It helps you set your own agenda and be intentional instead of hopping into email messages and starting getting input from other people. It helps you focus on your own priorities and what's more important to you first, and then other people's agendas can come afterwards. Eat That Frog should be in everyone's productivity toolkit because it promotes positive addiction to starting and completing important tasks. Basically, you become addicted to success and contribution. You get into the perfect cycle of getting things done. It also helps you build momentum for the rest of the day. Imagine starting in the morning by finishing the most important task. You already feel motivated. Eat That Frog is super simple and flexible. You can always fall back on this if nothing else works. Choosing the most important task and completing that first is as simple of a principle as it gets. If you haven't done this already, I want you to do this right now. Write a list of your 5 most important goals. Choose the most important one of them and write it separately on a piece of paper or in a note. Put a plan and take action on that plan every single day. Easier said than done, right? There's this old saying, how to eat an elephant, 1 bite at a time. How to achieve your goals, the same thing, 1 bite at a time. So break your big projects, your big goals into smaller tasks. Imagine if you want to run a marathon. Thinking about running a marathon makes me tired already, makes me feel exhausted. But if I break it into smaller tasks, for example, buy new running shoes, create a plan to exercise daily, do cardio daily in the gym, put a weekly plan on how many times I need to run in small increments. Instead of thinking about running a marathon, which is a huge thing, buying a pair of new running shoes, it's not a big deal. Running for 15 minutes every day after work, that sounds okay. Now you're supposed to have a good list of tasks that will hopefully take you to your goal. But then which one is the most important one? I wanted to apply another method also by Brain Tracy. It's called the ABCDE method. What exactly is the ABCDE method? It's a grading system to prioritize your tasks and to make sure that you don't waste a lot of time doing something that is not worth it. I want you to take a look at your to-do list and grade every single task that is in there, either an A, B, C, a D, or an E. The A tasks are basically your most important tasks. These are the tasks that you must do, that if you do not do, is going to have a very big consequence on your life, or it's something that you really think that is going to take your business or take you towards your goal. The B tasks are tasks that you should do. An example for B tasks would be replying to emails or calling back that colleague. Someone might get upset if you don't do these B tasks, but it's not going to have a major impact on your life. The C tasks are nice to do, but if you don't do them, they're not going to have any impact on your goals. So for example, calling back back a friend would be a C task. I'm not saying that you shouldn't call back your friends. If you want it to work, you should not be doing this. The thing is, most people spend more than 50% of their time on C tasks. That means stuff that doesn't have any impact on their goals. And then we have the Ds. The Ds are for delegate. These are tasks that you could delegate to someone else. So if you have a task that will take you more time than it should and can delegate it to someone else, you're going to be saving yourself a lot of time. The E is for eliminate. These are tasks that can be completely eliminated from your to-do list. Maybe they're old stuff, maybe they're stuff that are not relevant to your goals now. The next step is just start doing. A lot of people think that they need to be motivated first in order for them to be inspired and in order for them to take action. But the problem with that concept is that you're always waiting for something that may or may not come. But the reality is it's the other way around. It's always action and then inspiration and then motivation. But what does that mean? So instead of you waiting to get motivated by something, you get inspired by that and then you do the action, first try to take action. Just start doing anything that takes you towards your goal. You're gonna get more motivated and more inspired to continue doing it and to achieve your goal. The last step of this framework is to not to plan too far ahead. I don't want you to plan a month in advance, 2 months in advance, 3 months in advance. I want you to be a little bit more flexible with your task list and your to-do lists. Plan maximum for 1 week because life is not stable. Life is dynamic. Things change all the time. What might be the biggest priority for you yesterday might not be the biggest priority today. So I want you to be flexible with this and don't plan too far ahead in the future. And the last thing, just have a space where you can work and focus away from any distractions, away from your kids. So in the next video right here, I'm gonna show you how to build a small desk setup. You'll get more focus, get away from distractions, and help you be more productive. Click on that video right here.